But we are also looking at this brilliant art. This one is by Sarah Agaton House, and you will hear from her later. But we have 3 of these in Canal Park. Sarah's, which is here, Angel Sarkala Sauer, who you will hear from soon, and then Adam Swanson, who couldn't be with us today, but also has this beautiful art. The idea for this came about in our public planning and our engagement with stakeholders in Canal Park in what we call Imagine Canal Park, which is what is the next iteration of this really exciting, important neighborhood that is not just a thoroughfare for people, but is a destination for people across the region and across the country. It is also part of our comprehensive plan, where we are positioning this city to be a vibrant, beautiful, exciting place to live, work, and play until 2035 and beyond. So these kind of ideas are ones that are easy in the sense that they don't require a lot of from us as a city. They are affordable. Each one of these costs about $600, and funding was made available through the Knight Foundation and funding through the Imagine Canal Park process. And this is one way that we get to lift up the value of who we are as a community and our local artists. And one of the things I'm really proud of is we have 3 really different visions for what it means to be in Duluth in a sense of place and how people can relate to this community. So I'm really proud of this, but mostly really grateful that we have such a vibrant arts community, that we have brilliant staff with the City of Duluth, including Emily and Jen and Adam and Alicia and Phil and many others who are here, and Molly, who can talk more with you individually. And it's just really exciting to be here. So with that, I've said enough. I really want you to hear from these artists because their vision is brilliant. It is exciting. It is a big part of who we are. And in a city like Duluth, we have this amazing creative economy. $40 million every single year gets brought and moved around through this city in the creative arts. That's huge, especially in comparison to other cities our size. It doesn't surprise me that we would have this wonderful choice and selection of artists to choose from, but I am thrilled with the 3 that we did. So thank you to our many partners who are here. Thank you to Visit Duluth, to the Canal Park Business Group, to our city staff, to Downtown Council, to many others who helped make this be a wonderful, vibrant corridor. So with that, Angel, I would love for you to come up and talk a little bit about your piece and describe it for us, and then I think you get to introduce Sarah, or I'll come back, whatever, we'll figure that part out. Okay, great.
Well, first I'd like to thank the City of Duluth and Imagine a Canal Park and the Knight Foundation for making this project possible and allowing me to be a part of it. I was very excited to have the opportunity to take a plain utility box and decorate it into something beautiful. And I thought about this a little bit, and I know the Lake Superior, and all of you know this, is such a prominent feature of our city. And when you look out there, you see mostly water, a beautiful sky, but there's this whole ecosystem and all this life within the lake. So I wanted to capture that somehow. I had been working on paintings of fish that are specific to Lake Superior. And I used the Great Lakes Aquarium for a lot of my research, which is just down the street from here. And I had done these wonderful paintings of Lake Superior fish, and it inspired me to think, I've got this plain utility box. It's just dull and boring. How can I take this 3-dimensional element and use it in this design? So I thought, of course, we're going to take this utility box and bring it to life as an aquarium. And so my utility box will have fish that are specific to Lake Superior, and my hope is that when people see this box and they look out into this lake, they think about the life and all the fish swimming within the waters. And next, I would like to introduce them. Thank you, Angel. Thank you. Angel has been a very vibrant, active artist. She and her husband both, and so we're thrilled to have your art here. So thank you, Angel. Sarah, would you take some time to come up and explain to us your vision for the art? Sarah Agaton House is doing amazing work across the country, expressing your vision and your connection to this place and region and storytelling and reminding us of who we are. So we're thrilled that you are a key part of this, Sarah.
Bonjour, Indoi Magnitic. Sarah Agaton House in Disney Kaja Ganashimo. Now play Gijiko play Indigo. Magazine and Duodam. Papashka Mitagong and Duan Chiba. Guava Igning Inda. We're good for having me here. My English name is Sarah Agaton House, and now Kwegi Chigakwe is my Anishinaabe name. I'm Eagle Clan. I'm from Cloquet, Fond du Lac, but I live in the village of Sawyer. And I'm just amazed and grateful to be here and to be doing this kind of work. Never in a million years imagined this is what I'd be doing. But this design is really meant to reflect our story, which is about how we rebuilt our life on the gift of a turtle's back, and how we might operate differently if we knew that we were living on a living creature. And it's called the turtle in the great waters because this great water that we live by, we know has this amazing ability to give life, but also the incredible capacity to sweep it away. And that's a really important part of our stories. And I was listening to an interview last night with Robert Boxley, who's an Inuit artist, and he said, what's good for Indigenous people is good for all people. So like our stories are relevant not just for us, but for everyone. And I'm so excited because beadwork is this great example of adaptation and beauty within adaptation. That when we have to adapt, we can still keep who we are and keep our stories, but we can also turn that into something amazing and beautiful. And I'm a beadwork artist, and so that's part of why this is beadwork. And I'm so excited to have this right here where, you know, hundreds of thousands of people run and walk and bike right here, and to have them see our story as Anishinaabe people, but also that story is relevant for everybody. So thank you guys to the City of Duluth and all of you for coming. And I really want to call out my mom, Laurel Sanders, because she really role modeled to me living here, dreaming as an artist, and she has done a lot of public art in Duluth and really showed me that that was possible. So, thank you much.
We have a piece by Adam Swanson. Adam could not be with us today, but we searched really, really hard to find another Adam who could speak for him, and luckily we have one on staff. So, Adam Fulton, if you can. Oh, I jinxed it. Okay. I'm going to stand right here. I got it.
Well, thank you. My name is Adam Fulton. I'm the Deputy Director for Planning and Economic Development. And thank you all so much for being here today. And like Emily said, my name is also Adam, so I'm going to try to channel Adam Swanson. I could not do that. I'm not an artist. But we're very excited about these art pieces being installed. And so Adam did provide us with a statement. He says, public artworks offer visitors and neighborhoods expressive moments and interactions. Art gives artists like me an opportunity to talk about what I love in this amazing city. Duluth is a gift, and I am grateful for the opportunity to turn this functional box into a brightly colored installation. Thank you, City of Duluth, for commissioning this fun project. So let's have a round of applause for Adam Swanson. Yeah. So, as I said, thank you for being here today. We're very excited about this opportunity to continue the Imagine Canal Park project into 2019 with support from the Knight Foundation, with support from our many very, very important community partners, the Canal Park Business Association. You're going to hear from Matt just momentarily. All of our businesses in Canal Park that have really embraced the opportunity to consider different ideas for Canal Park. And I think art is one of these things that is it's low-hanging fruit for us. You know, we have such a beautiful city. And it gives us an opportunity to help complement what we already have, which is this just beautiful natural environment. So, you know, in addition to thanking the Canal Park Business Association and all of our partners at Visit Duluth and Greater Downtown Council, I want to just really compliment the artists. You know, it's anytime you're submitting for a proposal, this was a request for proposals that we put out. We had many submissions, and they were all really, really good. And I wish we could do more of these. I hope we are going to do more of these in the future. But the artists really should be applauded, not just for the really exceptional quality of art that has been produced here today, but just for your willingness to put yourself out there and give it a shot. We're really grateful to have people in Duluth doing this kind of thing. This implements a number of items in our Imagine Canal Park area, but also in our Imagine Duluth 2035 plan, where we have a section that's called General Development, and we intend to have more art in our community, really helping our neighborhoods thrive and bringing that into as a more expressive way for our neighborhoods to, you know, basically say this is our place, and we're doing that here today. So thanks to all the staff, and I'm going to turn it over to Matt Baumgartner. Oh, I'm sorry. And I'd like to just also add that we'd like to thank our Public Arts Commission for their work in arts, and we're going to continue working with them to consider this process going forward.
Good morning. My name is Matt Baumgartner. I serve as the president of the Canal Park Business Association. A big thank you to the artists. I was fortunate to sit on the selection committee for these, and I'm proud to say that I selected all three of the winners. So I've got, there were incredible submissions, and it was a lot of fun to be a part of that selection committee. So thank you to the artists. Thank you to Mayor Larson. Appreciate it. To planning, thank you very much. We were so excited when Imagine Canal Park kicked off. It really gave us an opportunity to re-examine a district that has been successful but certainly has more opportunities. And there were some different ideas on what those opportunities were. However, universally, beautification and art was something that we wanted to have more of in Canal Park. And from the Business Association perspective, I just came from our general membership meeting. Art is an economic stimulator. It's a driver. And I don't think that we acknowledge that enough, whether it is beautiful box wraps like this, or music, or the art galleries that we have within our membership. Art is an economic engine, and it is commerce. And so we see great value in that, and we hope to continue to partner with artists and with the city to continue to have these beautiful things within Canal Park. So thank you very much on behalf of the Business Association. I appreciate it.
Okay, so the question is, where are the other two installations? And so these are predominantly on Railroad Street. So as you go to the west here along Railroad Street from Canal Park Drive, we have another one that's just on the other side of KBJR. I believe that's Angels, is that correct? No, that one is Adams. Okay, and so Angels, yours is just closer to the aquarium then?
Yep, by the
All right.
slip.
Oh, by the corner of the slip. So that's over by where the Irving will be again soon. Good, all right. Thank you.
Great. I think that's all we got.
All right, well, thank you all for coming. Yep, we can certainly check it out.
Thank you.